Well, hello everybody. Let's see, I'm at it again. I'm out here trying to hopefully find some decent compositions to shoot. I'm back in an area that's pretty close to where I was last week, and I'm hoping some different photographic opportunities will present themselves. The weather's certainly taken a turn to the cooler side. Right now we're right in the middle of November. Well, actually the first week in November. And the temperatures have dropped considerably within the last week. Temperatures right now are probably low 40s Fahrenheit. They were in the 60s pretty much last week. So that's a pretty big change in temperature. But anyway, this particular type of weather tends to lend itself to some pretty good photographic opportunities. We have a lot of leaves that have fallen as a result of the cooler weather and the autumn and fall season. So I'm hoping that a lot of the foliage will give a nice enhanced look to any shots that I may get. So I'm going to venture out a little bit further and see what I can come up with.
Tired of waiting, got tired of the chase. I've been feeling like lately there's nothing in the way. Getting so impatient, need to get away now with you. With you. Are you out there dancing alone? Are you up on the road? Baby, I wanna know just how many days will go till I call you my own. You look good in the sunshine, you look good in the rain, and I know once that you're mine, we'll have nothing to change.
Okay, I think I found my first composition. Okay, if you look directly behind me, there are two trees right here. You probably can't see it from this particular angle, but there's a separation between the two, and there are two fallen logs that are actually right between the two of them. And then we have a nice green background to accentuate everything. Okay, what I'm doing is I've got my composition set up in a portrait orientation, and I'm focusing for the far tree. Right now I'm at about f-stop 5.6 because I want to blur the background somewhat, and hopefully this should give me a pretty good shot. We're getting a bit of side lighting. It's kind of going in and out right now, but I'm going to wait for just the right moment, and then I'm going to take the shot. So I'm going to see what I come up with. You know, as it were turn out, woodland photography is extremely challenging, and right now I'm really struggling trying to find another composition. The light is actually getting better, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. The trouble right now is actually finding a composition that's going to work. I may just fire off a couple of shots, and maybe that will give me some sort of inspiration and give me some idea perhaps how I can compose that one shot to perhaps make something out of nothing. But well, that's actually a bit of a contradiction. There's no such thing as nothing. There's always something to be photographed when it comes to woodland photography. It's just a matter of being able to try and isolate something and separate it from all of the chaos that's all around you. And I'm going to attempt to do that right now before I lose the light. As I said, the sun is getting lower and lower to the horizon right now. And if you look here, it's really getting nice. I'm seeing some potential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here and scrounge around and see if I can find something. I'd like to get at least one more shot in the bag before I turn it in for the day. So wish me luck, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, I think I found one more composition. All right, if you look behind me, you'll see that there are three little small trees right here. 1, 2, 3, and in the center, actually 4 in the background. The light was actually coming through periodically and hitting the trees just beautifully. I've already fired off one shot prior to this, but I'm hoping that the sun will come back around again, and I will take a couple more shots. Okay, we're getting a hint of light in the back, and I'm going to go ahead and fire off one shot now on that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire this off. There. All right, that looks good. We're getting some nice highlights here on the leaves in the center. So this shot is actually a little bit different than the one that I took earlier. So I'm rather liking this. Once I work on this in post, I'll be able to accentuate all of the colors. Because if you notice, you have a lot of leaves that are falling, and I can bring out the color in the leaves, the green color on the trees themselves, and hopefully it'll be a reasonably good shot. So that's 2 in the bag. I'm going to try and get one more if I can. I'm losing the light pretty quickly. I'm in somewhat of a depressed area here, and the sun is actually kind of dropping down behind some of the trees, but we're still getting some relatively good diffused light, and I'm going to try and take advantage of that and get at least one more shot. Okay, I've decided that since I was in a pretty low-lying area, I decided to come from the bottom up to a higher elevation, and now I have more light. I have another composition set up right now. I've already taken one shot, and the light is much better right here. If you look, you've got a tree right here that has a pretty interesting shape, and as well as texture to it. And we're getting some nice highlights from the sun. We also have some trees that are basically surrounding it, but there's a straight shot right down the center of it, and I've taken advantage of that to get a shot. So actually I'm going to fire off a couple more shots while the light is still relatively good, and hopefully I can make something even better out of these additional shots. If you look here, you can see the composition that I have set up. Hope you can see that. And as you can see, we're getting some nice side lighting from the sun. So hopefully this will turn out to be a pretty good shot. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a couple of shots with this and see what I can get, and hopefully this one will be a winner. I think I'm going to head back down right now. As you can see, this is a pretty steep hill here, so I'm going to head my way back down. I have to kind of be careful. I've been noticing a lot of tree branches have been falling. I don't want to get caught by any of them. So I'm going to pack up this and head back down. Well, I think that's probably about it. Oh boy, as I get lower and lower, I'm really losing the light now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pack it up and be satisfied with what I have, because I've actually gotten some reasonably good shots today. And once I get back and process these images in Lightroom, I should be able to do something with them. I'm thinking I may have maybe one decent one, and maybe two. So, well, you never know until you actually get back and start processing them, and actually look on the computer and see what you have. Oh boy, well, I was hoping to get perhaps one more shot in, but things don't look too promising right now. I've really lost pretty much all of the light, and I think I've already gotten the best of it. That's for certain. So I guess that's it for this particular vlog for this week. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to like, comment, and please subscribe. Okay? Until next time.
So impatient, need to get away now with you.